DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky Beat. Hey, what is
DIY or
up,
Die, Walker Vapor Group
Mixers?
LLC,
Welcome back
or any
to
of its
another
associates
glorious
do not condone nor
episode of the
encourage.
MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Mil Nikon, and let's say hello to our other Vixens, shall we? We've got Jen, the E-Juice Fairy.
How's everybody doing? I hope you had a great weekend.
Hello, hello. And we've got JJ, also known as the Flavor Pro.
Good evening.
And we've got Lumi. Hi, Lumi.
Hi.
And then we have, last but not least, the lovely Rin Vapes. Hello, Rin.
Hi.
How's everyone doing today?
Doing good. Thank God I resisted and didn't do shopping this week.
Yeah? You didn't do any of the Black Friday things?
Wait a minute.
I resisted.
You talk about having shopping problems, yet you didn't partake?
I didn't because I have such a bad shopping problem that
If there's any time to have
cannot
a shopping
go
problem,
out
it's when there's sales.
She didn't
I
save
know, but
everything
that's
up
the
to that
problem.
point.
That's a problem because I will max out a credit card
I am a
if
sucker.
I go out.
I am totally a sucker for sales. I will buy something whether I need it or not because it's on sale.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
like even
I
as far as
do
like
that.
little things like groceries. If I see, there's pork chops on sale. I didn't plan on making pork chops anytime in the near future, but they're on sale. I gotta get them.
Yeah, that's my problem too. So I resisted even going out of the house. I made myself stay inside because everything was on sale and I can't afford everything.
Yeah.
It's that ADHD lack of self-control.
Total lack of
Whatever.
self-control. Total lack of self-control. It was extremely difficult because I really, really wanted some really expensive electronics for my house, and I really, really wanted them. And the sale was great. They were down to $799. So my husband was like, $799? That's not a fucking sale.
And here I am
like,
fighting against getting a new phone.
$1,200. Why not? Yeah. I mean, I seriously have a problem. So, I mean, when I said sale, I didn't mean like $100. I'm talking about $500 and something dollars, $700.
It might have been $500, but it was $200 off.
It was $300 off. It was
Yeah,
$300 off.
But if you wait 8 months and the new one comes out, it'll be cheaper than that.
Yeah, I know. I did good. I feel good about my decision. I feel good about not buying it because did I really need that? No. Why was I getting it? Because the price was fabulous.
All right, so as you guys know, we don't have any profiles that we mixed up this week. This is our chit chat show. So if you have any questions for us, mixing related, personal, doesn't need to be mixing related, let us know, put them in the comments, and maybe we'll get to them. You know, we do reserve the right to refuse to answer something, but you get too personal.
I'm currently on Spider Watch. So if you see a random blur behind me that's small and like probably about that big, it's a spider, please tell me.
I don't know. It depends. Are you going to throw everything if we tell you? Should we just let the spider live?
It's
No,
on your
I need to squish
shoulder.
it. For my own sanity, I need to squish it.
I can tell you guys about my Black Friday experience.
All right, let's hear it.
Somehow, I don't know how, but I talked Mr. Loomy into getting me a TV. I didn't even realize this happened. At all. But it did, and it worked out. So
what do you mean? You didn't realize that you actually talked him into it?
Yeah. So when he got home from work on Friday, we went out to go look at the TVs at Target to see if we could get one for the bedroom. And we've never had a smart TV before, so I was a little So I went to the counter and I got somebody that was just a little bit younger than myself. And he's sitting there telling us about these smart TVs and telling us how they're built more now for being cheaper rather than the quality of them, so they don't last all that long. So he was like, honestly, guys, I would just save your money, go home and get a projector. So that's what we did. We looked up the projectors, and now I have a projector on the way. But we forgot to get a screen for said projector. So one night I decided I had plenty of finger paint, white finger paint. So I just sat on the bed, painted a good 50 inches of white square going on. And Nick comes in to start talking to me about headphones. And I just turn around, and this is the look on my face in front of my new white square, just staring at him, waiting for him to notice what I've done. And he's just chatting away about headphones. And I'm just sitting there like, don't move. No sudden movements, looking guilty as shit. And then I get a good minute into this conversation. He's like, why the fuck are you painting the wall? Making myself a screen.
That's right.
So you got a projector and a screen.
I painted the screen. The screen was free.
The screen was free.
It wasn't free.
How much money did you save on that screen? So then your projector was free.
The projector was about $78. The screen was just
Screen started about 50 if you actually get
your
like a pull down one.
projector was free. So you painted your own free projector, right? Which was equivalent to what?
It was not free of judgment. There was plenty of judgment involved.
Aww.
Well, it's there.
Yep. Now I feel like I'm watching Daredevil before I go to bed, because Kingpin has this huge white painting that has like off shades of white on it. So now I just feel like Kingpin sitting there looking at my white painting on the wall. It's not coming out evenly. I didn't have a little roller. I just had the little sponge, so I was just sitting there dabbing away and using my fingers and sponge.
Look at you. Whatever works, right?
All right, so Steve-O has a question for us. He would love to hear about the best pancake and waffle concentrates from each of us.
I'll start because I only like one. I like Flavor West waffle and no pancakes.
You know, I like Flavor West waffle too. I'll use that, and sometimes I'll back it up with a touch of TFA Belgian waffle. But then I also like, have any of you tried Salubarone pancake?
No, I haven't.
It had that caramel note that I hate.
Oh, really? See, I think I like that caramel note. I like that flavor.
A lot of people do. I'm a weirdo. I just it tastes dry and powdery and weird to me, and I don't like it.
It's in a lot of things.
I have to shake my head every time she says that, because anytime I mix anything for my sister, I'm going to have her taste and tell me if it tastes like powder, because my sister drives me nuts. She's like, oh, this tastes like baby powder. I'm like, shit, I should have had JJ test it first. She seems to taste powder and everything.
It's probably that caramel note.
So I'm like, she even tastes it in some tobaccos.
It's in some tobaccos.
What about you, Rin? What do you have a favorite pancake or waffle concentrate that you like?
I like TFA's pancake.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that one the really dark one?
Yep. Dark as night.
I have that one, and I think the darkness is what scares me with it. So I mean, I don't use it. Whenever I've used it at 0.25%. So I have to add something to it.
I think I like Flavor West because it's a little bit lighter, and it has this a touch of that of the maple in it, and it grows, like it gets stronger as you let it sit, but it's almost like fluffy like a waffle.
Yeah, to get it a little bit more bready, you have to add a cookie or something to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like any of the American ones. I like Chef's Choice or Cupcake World's waffle.
Oh yeah.
It's softer, it's lighter, it doesn't have the weird caramel notes, and it's missing maple. So you can add your own maple.
Well, that's good because a lot of times you just want to make like a waffle with strawberries on it or something. You don't want like a maple note to it.
That is what I needed it for.
Cupcake.
And I was trying it.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
I use for that note, I used Play-Doh from Capella's.
Play-Doh.
Churros. Yeah, churros. So it's like a Play-Doh note, but I mean, I mixed that with some Joy and some other things and create it. You know what I mean? But it needs a little bit of that Play-Doh.
Yeah.
If I were going to go for American stuff, I'd use sweet dough from Flavora and probably some cornbread or
that's a great idea.
Some donut. Doesn't really matter if it's TFA's or Capella's.
I wouldn't use either. I'd use Wonder Flavors.
Yeah, you do. Wonder Flavors croissant too could probably go into that with some sweet dough, and you'd get a pancake.
So buttery.
Yep.
And that sweet dough I love that sweet dough. It's such a good flavor. What about you, Lemmy? Have you mixed it with anything with pancakes or waffles?
No, but I have a lot of flavors, and you guys are making me want to go around and collect them all right now to try them all. Breakfast is my favorite food. It's like pretty much what I live off of, but I live more on the cereal, oatmeal side of it.
Okay.
I love pancakes and waffles. They don't last very long. I'm one of those people that can have like Eggo waffles, and I'll put 2 in the toaster, and like 2 minutes later, I'm back putting 2 more in the toaster.
I don't like any of that stuff. I like I mean, I'm a weirdo, but I only like Frosted Flakes cereal. That's it. And I like omelets. That's it. That's my breakfast.
Oh, I love
2 eggs over easy with.
I used to be all about the breakfast foods like French toast and waffles and pancakes and cereal.
I eat breakfast for supper all the time.
The thing
yeah,
is
we'll do too, but I'm feeling lazy and don't really want to cook a whole like a big, complex meal. I'm like, all right, we're doing breakfast for dinner. I'll just throw some bacon in the oven and whip up some eggs. That's
I mean, it's just if I don't have a protein in the morning, I get hungry. I stay hungry all day long. So I'm more of an egg person in the morning. And then if I eat something sugary, I'm hungry all day also.
Mm-hmm.
So Sasso has a question for us. Sasso CLE asks, what mint flavors are your go-to? I have Flavor West Creme de Menthe in my cart. What other recommendations you got?
I love Flavor Peppermint.
Yes.
And I like Flavor Art Peppermint as well. For Spearmint, I like Capella's and Flavor Art. I mean, all of them are pretty freaking good. Flavora, damn, is good too. I mean, that's a very tough question.
It is
so
because
when you say mint,
it depends on what you want it for.
Exactly.
Do you want it for candy or do you want fresh mint? Because if you want fresh mint, you want to go with Inawera's mint.
Yes. But use it Inawera's mint mix, but use it very, very
not their mint mix, just their regular mint.
Just
The regular mint is really soft and tastes
Is it
kind of
natural
greenish.
mint?
Yeah, well, it tastes like natural mint.
No, and there's one called natural mint, I think.
I got it from Bull City. It's just mint.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. But
I
is
do
it really
have
super strong?
Yeah, 0.25%.
Yeah, you got to use it.
0.5% somewhere in there.
Flavor creme de menthe is
Chocolatey.
amazing, but it's got a chocolate note to it, but it's so good. It's such that one, and I also like liquid bar and white chocolate peppermint. Normally, if I'm mixing mint, I want chocolate anyway.
I will go ahead and second that one. White chocolate peppermint.
Yeah, it's a good mint. It's soft. It's a soft mint and very mellow, but it's very smooth and very it's good.
However, if you're a pepper vanilla taster, you're going to taste some pepper in there.
Oh, really?
It's the white chocolate.
Is very good too. Do they still make that? Capella Cool Mint?
I think so. I got a bottle of it.
Capella Cool Mint is a really good candied mint. I like it as well. And is it another one? This is now we're going a little off tangent here, but Purillum's Buttermint is really good. It tastes like one of those like after dinner like buttermints that like melt in your mouth.
I'll have to order that one because I do get on a mint kick.
Yeah.
Especially in the pods. I love some good mint in the pod.
But if you just want like a kind of like a candied peppermint, you want to go with like Flavora peppermint because it's icy. Like go low with it because it will hurt your throat because it's real cool. But it's so good.
I agree. It's got the candy note. It's got the coolness. It's got the
it's peppermint lifesavers.
Yeah. What about you, Ren? What's your favorite mint?
I also like the Flavora peppermint, and for natural mint, I like the Mullenberry fresh mint.
Oh,
I haven't tried that one yet.
I imagine it's similar to the Inawera because it's got the herbal green thing going on, but it's really nice in like a mojito, something like that.
Nice.
Or a tea.
Well, I mean, do you like mixing with mints?
The mints that I have are the creme de menthe from Flavora and Flavor West. I have both of those.
I like Flavor West because it doesn't have the chocolate note and it's a little bit softer. You know, it's a good kind of all around generic mint to have. I think you're good with that Flavor West. Okay, so here's another question. If you guys are ready to move on. Pippa says, I am trying for a generic taffy-like stone or a chewy-like taffy base I can add any fruit to and failing. Have you got any ideas? I like using marshmallows when I'm going for something because if you want that like chewy kind of texture that you can just turn into any flavor, a lot of times I'll use either Capella marshmallow or like Flavora marshmallow is really good for that too. I think it's very chewy.
I'll tell you what I've done, but you got to be really, really careful with it because it can ruin anything. I've used Flavor Art to Rhone at a minuscule percentage. I mean, I'm talking about if you make a 60 ml, it's going to be half a drop of that. You're better off making a dilution of that. So it's like 0.02%. And at that percentage, it gives a waxiness mixed with marshmallow that gives you that note, that toffee. I'm sorry. What was that gummy note? But it's also got that waxy note put together. I know it sounds totally weird, but I've made that work with fruits and marshmallow before.
Sadly, Real Flavors doesn't make candy taffy anymore because their taffy base was really good.
Yeah, I never got around to trying that one.
If you're going for anything that's strawberry, then Capella's strawberry taffy.
Yeah,
works pretty well. Flavor West saltwater taffy can kind of get used, but it kind of gets dry. And if you mix it in, but if you mix it kind of low with marshmallow, you can get it to be a little bit less so. But you have to use like a wet marshmallow, more like TFA's marshmallow.
That's good to know.
Trying to think if I have any other ones.
I'm still hunting that mint. Now I want to know.
Pull the box out here.
And you can still get RF flavors for a limited time, can't you?
Yeah, you might be able to find some.
You might be able to get taffy base.
The spider jumps out at me on my screen.
How big of a spider are we talking here? Like the size of a quarter? Is it like
It was about this big, but it jumped off my ceiling and landed on my desk with a thud.
Oh, geez.
I'm sitting here editing in Adobe After Effects and I'm not paying any attention. I hear thunk and I'm like, the hell was that? And then I see a black blur with legs running across my desk and down underneath it. I'm like, oh my God.
I would freak out too.
And then it's just moving too fast. It's like one of those fast jumping spiders.
I don't know how I've managed this, but I've been being attacked by crickets.
Crickets.
They're gathering in the bathtub and the shower, and I swear these things are multiplying faster than I can kill them. But I was in the shower the other day and one just started hopping up at me.
Ugh.
And I was like, hell no. Hell no.
Grasshoppers, I don't mind. Crickets with the long tail thingies hanging off of them that are brown and icky, gross looking, that kind of look like roaches. No. You need to get squished. Get out of my house.
They're coming from. No idea.
Rin, what do you use when you want like something taffy type?
The marshmallow works. I don't mind strawberry. I really like Capella's strawberry taffy, but you have to want the strawberry in there. Girl. Not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like really wants attention, and I'm trying to do something.
She's
Like,
just
pay
jealous.
attention to me, dang it.
So, Lynn, I found the ice mint. Is that the one you're talking about?
By Mullenberry? No, it's fresh mint. Yeah. Yeah.
I got awakened to that this morning too.
I don't think I have it. I've got the ice mint. Oh well.
Have that one.
I don't know. I'm fixing to crack it open. It's all your fault. But it's nice.
You're blaming stuff on me.
You know, and sometimes
It's
too,
actually
like
very nice. You know what it tastes like? You know those little fresh mints that you spray in your mouth? That spray like breath freshener thing? Those little thing. That's what it tastes like. That's amazing.
This toffee base smells so good.
you know, and sometimes I think that Capella buttercream has like kind of a waxy taffy type texture that depending on what you're mixing, you might be able to use that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Flavors candy base is sweet. I haven't actually vaped any of it. It's sweet and kind of tastes like marshmallow. Yeah, kind of tastes like eating a marshmallow.
Oh. And that's Real Flavors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had an official list of what, you know, DIY e-juice was going to be selling from them.
It's out there somewhere. Fresh has looked at it a few times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the spearmint from Mullenberry. Have any of you guys tried it?
I have maybe 3 Mullenberry flavors.
So the spearmint from Mullenberry tastes like crushed leaf spearmint, not the candy, not the extract. It tastes just like if you take spearmint and you crushed it. It's got the green note in it and everything.
That's kind of how Innerwear Natural Mint is to me. Like, it's very herbal, it's very real tasting.
Nobody
But I don't think
mentioned
it's just spearmint.
Wonder Flavors Double Mint. It smells like double mint gum.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like-
what Flavor West smells like and tastes like. It tastes just like double mint gum. It needs added coolness to it, but it is like double mint gum.
This is pretty cool and pretty much straight up double mint gum. Wow.
Nice.
Too bad I can't vape it.
Dang it.
Spray it in your mouth like Jen was talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
I can eat it, I guess.
Put it in one of those roller bottles and just roll it on your tongue every now and then.
I have a question for you girls.
All right.
Do you guys drink coffee?
What's that?
Do you guys drink coffee?
Yeah.
I drink it maybe once or twice a week. I'll have a cup. Not very often.
But you, Lumi? You're muted.
You're muted.
I have to be careful with coffee. I have some heart problems, so coffee is ideally not that great for me. But I do occasionally steal like a couple of sips of regular coffee or drink a little bit of decaf.
Well, how about you, Ren?
I'm more of a Monster drinker. If I get coffee, it's usually just from Starbucks. I'll get an iced espresso.
I figured you for a monster girl.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot of acidic things like coffee and tea. It tends to upset my stomach. Plus, I just like Monster. It's like a carbonated beverage,
Have you tried Bang?
It's too much. I do like it, but like I literally took a sip and it's just like boom.
It's just way too much caffeine all up.
It's a lot.
It just really was like a bang.
Yeah. Like Monsters, I don't get that. Like it just kind of like wakes me up a little bit. Like I feel normal.
Yeah.
With Bang, if I drink it too fast, I will get like a little
Wired.
jittery.
Yeah. Jittery. And I hate that feeling when you're like all like jittery and jacked up. That's why I don't drink coffee very often, because if I did drink it more often, my tolerance, would go up for it. And so I like now that every now and then, if I just want to, a little extra kick in the butt, I'll pour a cup of coffee,
Coffee does nothing to me. But
How
I
many
do
cups
drink
do you
it.
drink a
I
day?
only drink 2 cups a day. But
Two
if I
cups.
don't drink them, 2 cups a day. Every morning, I stumble into the kitchen. I make my pot of coffee. And then when I get to work, I have K-cups. And I don't consider K-cups real coffee. I'm sorry, world. I know everybody out there loves K-cups. That's like instant coffee to me, okay? But
Depends on
it's
which
very
ones you're
convenient.
drinking.
So, I mean, well, it's just, I mean, at Starbucks, it doesn't matter which ones. I like a percolator. Like, I'm a percolator coffee person. I don't even use regular coffee maker. I percolate my coffee. I am a coffee connoisseur. Like, I can taste the notes. And I just ordered, but at work, that's what they have is K-cup shit. So I got a box of maple pecan coffee because I drink my coffee black. That's another weirdo thing, you know what I mean? So I ordered that because it smells so sweet. It's got no sweetener in it, but it smells sweet. So I'm hoping that I'll like that one. Black coffee here.
Which
Am I
brand was
weird?
it?
Which one? The maple?
Yeah.
That's the one from Target and with the little rooster on it. I don't know what brand that is.
Not sure.
The one with the rooster. Got it.
Yeah, K-cups seem like they're diluted. Like
It's
I can
because
never
they're
get
so
them-
little. It's meant for a small teacup size, like 6
Yeah.
ounces.
I've
I
tried it
understand
small.
that, but how it can't. You're pretty much pouring hot water through a cup, and it's coming out on the other side. To me, coffee beans have to sit in that boiling water and then I don't know.
They need to
I'm just a
steep.
coffee snob. You know how they're
No, that's
wine snobs. Yeah, I mean,
it's accurate in
wine
how
snobs
to
out
brew
there.
it
There's
properly.
tea snobs. I'm a coffee snob. I
Okay.
cannot see the water dumping in there and it being coffee.
You should use coffee to make your cup of coffee.
So how does the percolator work? How is it different than like a regular brewing thing?
Because you put the water in it and you put your coffee inside of it and it boils in there, but it's like filtered in there, and then the water rises and then you squash
It's like a
coffee all the way down
French
and
press.
it sits at the bottom. Yeah, French press. Either a French press or a percolator. I've used both. So a percolator has the water at the bottom. The coffee sits
It bubbles
in
up through that center
thing
tube. Yeah.
right above it. It bubbles up through the tube and it's boiling up. You kind of boil, the water bubbles up and falls on the top canister part. It's like espresso. It's like a mini espresso machine. So
Yeah, I've done the French press.
Huh?
I said I've done the French press before. Never done a percolator.
I love percolator coffee. It just, I don't have one.
I just never acquired the taste for coffee. So like if I make a coffee, it's need to be doctored up heavily. Like I'll put vanilla MCT oil powder in it and or some chocolate protein shake or I'll put like some caramel syrup in it with some heavy cream. Like
you're not drinking coffee. You're having dessert that tastes like coffee.
I have to have mine light and sweet. I like,
yeah.
I like a lot of sugar.
Yep.
And then a healthy amount of half and half. I prefer light cream.
I sometimes in the mornings, depending on the morning, I will splash some cold milk in there. Just a splash, just to make it mocha, make it a little bit
It's
creamy.
I'm too sensitive to the bitter notes. I can't drink it black. I have accidentally drank it black.
There's some really good coffees out there that have no bitter notes. Just so you know.
They are all bitter. I have not had one that was not bitter ever.
I've heard putting some salt in the coffee grounds will take the bitterness away.
You can add salt right to your coffee after it's made too, to take some of the bitterness away. But there are coffee beans that are buttery. Those are the ones I like.
But without the milk, it's still slightly bitter. I taste it, and
Powder and bitterness. Okay.
It always tastes a little bit burnt, unless it's a light roast. Anything beyond light roast tastes a bit burnt to me. Like I'm so sensitive. Give me my coffee.
I'm the weirdo here. I'm probably one of the few people in the world that drinks black coffee.
No, there's enough people that drink black coffee.
That started when I went on keto last year. So I never drink black coffee before that. And then after I started drinking black coffee, now I just can't really go back. Now I enjoy the taste of the coffee.
So Thobai, he has a question. He wants to know what are the best chocolates from TFA?
Plain and ruby.
Yeah, I agree with ruby chocolate. I don't think I've ever had the plain chocolate. I had the double chocolate clear, but it's very Tootsie Roll like.
This is the plain chocolate.
However, I did the trick. It was Juice Man, I think, that said if you add a little bit of LA sweet and tart or sour and tart or something like that, they're sour.
Tart and sour, yeah.
Tart and sour, thank you. It does take a little bit of that waxy kind of Tootsie Rollness away and does make a really decent chocolate. So go any of the TFA chocolates you do. Put a little bit of Loren's tart and sour in it. because TFA
And
chocolates aren't the best.
I don't use Loran's. I use Sour Wizard from Flavor Art. It does about the same
thing. Yeah. I think LA is a little bit more has a little bit more of that tartness than FA, but they're close. So I can imagine it does the exact same thing.
How much are you using, out of curiosity, for sour?
Me?
Either in the chocolate, how much?
Like 0.5%.
Yeah. Between 0.25 and 0.5.
Yeah.
See, I don't taste any of that. I've tried it up to like 3% with sour in chocolate, and it doesn't do anything to me.
Really?
It's weird. Of course, I'm also the person that can eat super sour candy, and I'm like, this isn't very sour.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, maybe your sour receptacles are just a little blunted.
Yeah, I don't need anything spicy or sour. I can't.
Yes.
I mean, other than lemon.
I think Loren's the best kind of sour additive.
Curry with ghost pepper powder in it.
Disgusting. Oh my god. My daughter messed up and bought white pepper instead of black pepper.
I love white pepper.
And she used it. It's spicy, y'all. I had no idea. I used it just like you would black pepper. I was about to die.
It's about 10 times stronger than black pepper.
It was horrible. It was so spicy.
I put it in my chicken mix. You put a teaspoon into your flour for your fried chicken. It's one of the spices from KFC. That's what they put in their potatoes too.
Yeah.
White pepper.
I love white pepper. So
Pink pepper is good too.
For some reason, I only have it like on special occasions, like Thanksgiving dinners and stuff. Like white pepper isn't something I cook with or use on my food on a regular basis, but I really like it.
I put it on chicken usually.
Did you guys eat a lot for Thanksgiving?
No.
What?
Did you guys eat a lot? Oh, it wasn't your Thanksgiving.
No, I kept it. My Thanksgiving was in October, but I kept it keto.
You kept it keto.
That's right.
Was it good?
It was really good. Yeah, I found some sides that were like substitutes for sides I'm used to, and made those, like a sweet potato casserole made with like pureed cauliflower with a little bit of pumpkin in it. Tasted really good. Actually tasted like sweet potato casserole.
Killer. I try to be healthy this Thanksgiving as well, but I ate way too much, and I swear I cannot stand on a scale right now because I ate
Don't do it. Do not do it.
No, I'm not. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning because I go on my diet again.
Yeah, that's fine. Get back on the train. You're good.
Yeah. After I ate everything I ate and my big girl pants were tight, I was like, ooh, I don't even want to know.
Sometimes it's easier just live in leggings.
Yeah, well, I have to wear pants for work.
You can get legging pants now.
And when I was bigger, I lived in yoga pants. Like I couldn't wear jeans or pants, or like I wore yoga pants all the time.
Well,
I even got some that looked like dress pants, like they looked dressier.
Oh yeah, they sell pinstripe ones with pockets and stuff that look like dress pants.
It's cheap and cold to wear that stuff. And my work allowed us to wear jeans. So now that we can wear jeans, that's what I wear. The only time we can't wear jeans is if somebody from corporate comes down.
I don't like
and they're like, no jeans tomorrow.
What was that, Lemmy?
When it starts to get cold, I don't like the feel of jeans on my skin. It just feels like it rubs them raw. It hurts.
Yeah.
They're kind of stiff and they're chilly, and it's like, ugh. They need to be like flannel lined jeans.
Yes.
Those are awesome.
Those are incredible.
Those for hunting. My husband's hunting pants are like that. They're flannel on the inside.
Yeah, I found a pair for Mark for work. Jeans that are flannel inside. They're insulated. It's like, these will keep you nice and warmer than you would be.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions in chat?
Fleece lined leggings are nice too in the
I
winter.
have those.
I don't like them at all.
That's all I can wear. I just get like my little. I have a collection of boots. Believe it or not, I have like. It's not that large of a collection. I have 4 pairs of boots, but they go anywhere from like my shin all the way up over to my knee. But I like to wear those with my leggings and then a nice fluffy sweater. That's Lumi's.
That sounds very comfy and cozy.
That's my outdoor attire. So what you see on stream, it looks more normal, but it's still cozy and comfy in person.
I wear about what you guys see on stream too, except I'm usually wearing jeans, and when we're on camera, I'm not wearing any pants.
Oh, we're not wearing pants.
Kidding.
So Pippa has another question for us. It's really interesting. She says, "What is our favorite groundbreaking concentrate that we have experienced this year?"
That's not fair because the year has 365 days and we're almost at the end of that. So there's a whole lot of back thinking. But the only one, new to me,
Oh,
I've enjoyed a lot.
You don't have to have your hand up. You can
just talk over Winstead. That's what we all do.
Yeah, you just gotta talk over her.
Winstead. VSO pumpkin.
Oh,
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Mike
James was just talking in the chat about he wanted to know what that's like.
It's like a pumpkin pie filling.
Yum, really?
So
I think I got that flavor. I just haven't tried it yet. I know he sent me some VSO flavors. Does it have the spice note to it?
He added a little bit of spice, but it's more pumpkin filling than it is crust. It's more pumpkin filling than spice. And I've been telling him, I was like, if I can have one request, I want a pumpkin flavor that is not all spice and it doesn't have crust. I can add my own damn crust.
No, I didn't get pumpkin. I just got all fruits. Grape, strawberry, blueberry, and apple.
Those are all good too.
Yeah.
And I live in tropical land, so, of course, I'm going to talk about SC mango and now the new flavor art mango. So does that even count? Knowing that I like all kinds of mangoes.
What about you, Rin?
I'm trying to think. I really like Flora peppermint, and I think it's unique because for the longest time I've said I don't like mints, I don't like menthol, nothing like that. But I was sick and I can't vape anything that's not cooling when I'm sick.
Yeah.
And it was like my lifesaver. Because you just throw that in, and then like I started building on it, making different things with it. And it kind of spurred from the other question that we had earlier prior to this one, the best recipe you've mixed from someone else this year. I tried Foment's Winter Mint Cream, and that kind of like got me to like the mint side. And then I don't remember why I tried Flora Peppermint. I think it was just there. But if I had to like grab something, I'm sure there's other things I've tried that were really good. That's more recent, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because all year we're making stuff, and I've got boxes of stuff I've never tasted, and sometimes just to use it, I'll use it in a recipe, and I'm like, whoa, wow, so.
And I really don't remember.
You just noted, so.
I don't even remember when I mixed certain things. It's like, oh, I like this flavor, but when did I have it? I don't know.
I vape too many different flavors to like have one stand out. But I guess one I've been using a lot lately that I really like is Vape Train English Toffee. I use that in a couple recipes lately. But like groundbreaking,
I don't remember when stuff's been released, so I have no idea.
That's why I went with VSO pumpkin. It's groundbreaking. It's our first fucking pumpkin.
Of things I know were released that I enjoyed was probably Flavor Arts Rhapsody and their new blueberry
What's the Rhapsody?
tobacco.
Oh,
It's a lighter tan tobacco with, you can smell it in the background of graham cracker, but you don't actually taste graham cracker when you vape it. It just blends in with the overall kind of yellow, light tan taste of the tobacco leaves. It's
And
really good.
I'm going to go all the way on left field with Rhapsody and say it tastes nothing like tobacco and just like a tea.
a tea.
Yeah, she
Tastes
gets
like
tea
tea to
leaves out of
me.
it.
It
Interesting.
tastes like a black tea that's not as dirty as their black tea. It tastes like a tea, like a light golden tea.
Tastes like a bright
I don't
leaf
know,
tobacco to me.
it tastes like tea to me. It does not taste like tobacco. But I mean, that's to me, and I might be tobacco blind.
Well, either way, it
No,
sounds good.
You just taste tea rather than tobacco, and I
taste-
understand why you taste tea out of it, because it kind of is in that same family of like Flavor's teas,
Mm-hmm.
with that kind of dirty, realistic, leafy taste. But
It's actually not even as strong as Flavora's black tea. As
God,
far
no,
as
it wasn't
the
that
notes-
strong. No.
As far as the notes are concerned, so it would fit really well in a tea. Like putting fruits and then adding it as the tea note, it would work.
However, it also
That's why
works
I've been
great
using it, y'all.
as a
I've been
leaf
using
in
it
tobaccos.
yeah,
RY4s, it goes in there too.
I taste a tea note when I add it to tobacco. Like I'm like, oh my god, I just ruined that tobacco. Now it tastes like a tea tobacco. Like I'm.
How much were
vaping
you
tea
using?
Tobacco. I mean, I'm talking about 0.5%.
Yeah, I mean, I started tasting it at 0.5. If you want it as more of a background note, it's 0.25. It's strong. Like, you get potency out of it. It took over quite a few recipes I was trying to mix for the competition.
Yeah, but to me, it just turned them into tea.
Goes really well with vanilla and caramel and chocolate and
Without shot.
probably could use it in
I
like
said
a
tastes
chai
tea.
latte. Like if you use a vanilla chai latte, it might
Yeah,
actually work a
It
little
would
bit in
definitely
that.
work in a chai latte.
I didn't even think of trying that with Fresh's show.
It would go good with creams and spices.
I want chai tea now. I'm fresh out of the bed still.
I haven't had chai tea in a minute. You know, I've been drinking more. When we talk about coffee, I've been drinking more tea than coffee. So I have to make a chai tea. Sounds good.
Favorite thing
Alright.
is Ultra Spice chai tea with 2 drops of Madagascar vanilla.
Ooh,
Ooh,
It turns it into a vanilla ultra spice chai.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
If you add a little
Oh,
cream to chai tea, it's good too.
Mhm.
It sounds weird, but
I actually do a mix now. I have like a certain marker that I put in my cups, and I do half water, half milk, because I don't like the taste of hot milk. I like it a little bit more diluted, but I still like the creaminess. So I do half water, half milk, and then I microwave it for like 2 minutes.
Cool.
I love it.
Yum. All right, guys. Unless there's any other questions anybody wants, what do you say we call it a show?
Sure.
All right.
Let me ask first the infamous question. Anybody mix anything this week?
Heck no. Besides single flavor test for noted, I didn't touch my flavors.
What is
No.
noted?
Noted is currants. So
Right.
black currants and sweet currants.
Did nobody else mix anything this week other than the new flavors?
No,
All
I'm
I
waiting
mix
for
is-
stuff to steep.
I'm still currently in that like mood of just finding remnants of other bottles. 'Cause I'm just so lazy right now.
I found a 16 ounce of my strawberry cheesecake, and I found a vanilla custard that has
Nice.
been, because I was cleaning up the room, that's been
They're all
sitting
good and
around
steeped
since
now?
March. They're good and steeped, and that strawberry cheesecake is really sweet, a lot sweeter than I like it.
Is
So,
that on your
I don't know what
ELR?
happened during the maybe.
I
I'll
could
have
do
to
a
look.
strawberry cheesecake.
While huh?
I said I'm in the mood for a strawberry cheesecake.
It might be there. I'll have to look and see if I opened it up. But it went through the steep train, the long-term steep. And it's really sweet. It's really dark. And I'm like, wow, this is what would happen if I actually let it sit forever. But it's too sweet for me. I prefer it without all that sweet. It really is super sweet. And the strawberry shines through where it's got TFA strawberry right at an 8% or some shit like that. And that usually fades out, right? Well, somewhere in this steep process, it came back out. It popped its head back out.
Nice. I'll have to give it a go because it sounds right up my alley.
But you're gonna have to mix it now and vape it next year.
Yeah. So Pippa, all right, let's leave on one last question. Pippa has one more question. What is the most useless talent you have? And while you guys think, I'll go first because I already have one in my head. And I can touch my nose with my tongue.
My RBF.
It's not a talent.
That's not a talent? I think that's a talent.
Not everybody has it.
That's right.
Useless
I'm
talent.
very talented then.
I can smell weird aromas in my house and sniff them down.
That's useful.
It's only useful when you're trying to find something that stinks.
Yeah, exactly. Useful.
It's more annoying than anything.
I have no use for that.
Well, I don't have any use for a tongue flower either.
Oh, I can move my ears.
I can move my, yep.
Oh, can you really? I've been trying to learn that so long.
See.
Because I noticed that when I yawn, my ears will move. And so I've been trying to isolate the muscles to try to teach myself
You're
how
so
to
little.
make my ears move.
Barely see it. I make my glasses move. That's how I learned how to do it.
I can't do it. I can't. And I think that would be really cool to know how to do.
So
It's muscles up here.
It's these muscles right here.
Yeah. And then behind your ears.
Friction's heard my useless talent. I don't drink soda, but I can burp like a man on command.
On command, do it. You have to do it.
Hear it.
You got to do it.
Well, it starts off, you got to inhale a lot of air.
Okay.
It's going to leave me feeling a little uncomfortable. 'cause
Yeah,
I
don't do that much.
Oh, that one was weak compared to normal.
Weak sauce.
Friction has heard somebody is like, "Did you get any on your chin?" But there's a process you can inhale a bunch of air, and then I can belch really
Well, yeah,
loud.
that's how you do the alphabet.
I can't. It'll make me throw up.
I can also dislocate my hip.
Yeah, don't do that. I can write with my
I
toes.
put my thumb almost all the way out.
Yep.
Weird. What about you, Rin? What's the most
You-
useless talent you have?
I can flare my nostrils. That's about it.
I'm Dominican. I do that shit when I'm pissed.
I think that's the RBF coming back.
All right. So let's get out of here. Next week is our judging show, but we're doing it a little bit differently. We're like the boys will still. They are actually going to pick one of our recipes each, whatever they want, and they're going to like critique it and talk about it, but there's not going to be like a competition, There's not going to be a winner. There's not going to be a loser. It's just going to be a kind of a peer review type thing on whatever they decide to mix. So
another good thing about that is that they're actually mixing. They get to pick from each one of us whatever mix they think they want to vape or that they want to critique, because they can pick the one they think will be trash. We don't know what they're going to pick, so that made us have to mix better each week because we don't get to pick for them.
Exactly. It kind of makes it a pain because sometimes for me personally anyway, I'll have a mix where I'm like, it's okay, but it's like not the best. I wish I had more than a week to work on it, I just won't submit that one this month. But I mean, now that they can pick whatever they want, like I have to put in a lot of extra effort to make sure that every mix we make is like perfect in our eyes, which is good.
Or we could lie
be
and then they could be like, ooh, this sounds good. It'd be like,
yeah.
Yeah, but we can't. I won't be able to get Dave anymore by making him mix.
Yeah, that's
right. Passion fruit.
You'll see my passion fruit looks like not that.
Alrighty, so let's thank our sponsors and get on out of here. Thank you very much to Flavora. Thank you to Bull City. Thank you to our newest sponsor in Canada, flavorstogo.ca. And thank you, Scott, all the flavors for all the flavors account, so all the recipes can be easily found in one place. And Wayne, thank you so much for putting us on your podcast network. And you guys, the viewers, thank you so much for hanging out with us every week. We love you all, and we'll see you next week with the boys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Next week's fun.